Did you sleep all right? We certainly needed a good nap after what had happened. I think we must be getting close now. I can see the forests. Coachman, would you say about 5 more miles?
Yes, sir. We should be arriving soon.
Very good. Yes, I imagine seeing trees is a good change of scenery for you, considering your last few days have been met with only deserts and grasslands. Well, as I said, Hammond thrives off of its forestry and herbalism trade, considering it's nestled next to a very expansive forest. In fact, if you wish to get technical, it borders 2. The first is Brimwood, which is as standard as forests get, but it is vast. But not too far away is the Iron Forest. Its trees are immense and strong, with canopies that block out the sun to feign perpetual dusk. None have been able to cut a single tree within that Iron Forest, but I don't think that effort is being continued. Regardless, Hammond is known for its long-lasting and sustainable trade market. Yet the village itself remains fairly modest, despite the demand it begets. My guess is that the families that have remained there for most of Hammond's establishment prefer it to remain small and intimate. The families that live there have done so for many generations. Do you have a family? Do you remember? Ah, very well. Well, I never knew about my parents. I was raised an orphan, but it was a good upbringing. I cannot complain. I was close to having a family of my own, but sadly, it did not work out. It is a long story. Well, I had met someone, a fine woman. She was from a town that I had taken residency in for about a month. We had met during the Festival of Arts. It did not take us long for us to connect, and so we swiftly became romantic partners. She meant the world to me. We remained in bond for years, and I was close to asking her for her hand in marriage. Then, it was discovered that a young girl from the town had been kidnapped by hags. They had taken her to a treacherous swamp deep within the neighboring forest. We had assembled a band of rescuers, a strong 10 of us, to bring her home. The voyage was difficult and long, but we found the swamp and the coven of hags that resided in it. The disgusting, volatile creatures had the kidnapped girl strung up like an effigy, with the intent of burning her as sacrifice. Time was of the essence. The battle falling was grueling, and only I survived. 9 good people lost to the shallow and muddy waters, with I alone to bring the girl home. But I did. I got her home safely. A few days later was the fire that had burned me, and all I was able to do was remain at rest in my home. A week later, things became strange. The air in the town became muggy, the water clouded, and the crops were assaulted by droves of parasites. The town was superstitious and quick to act in such circumstances, and so they believed that the hags had cursed the town before they were killed, and that I was the source of it. I was burned in the same way that the hags intended to burn that young woman. And so, for their own safety, they banished me from the town in hopes that the curse may be lifted, and I was forced to recover in a foreign village. My romantic partner? She could not bear to look at me when I left the town's border, in fear of what would happen to her if she even laid eyes on me. Fear. It is said that it is the eldest and most primal of emotions, a cold chill in the body that can halt even the bravest warrior, and a frigid shock in the mind that can force even the sturdiest to flee. Oh, no. I could never return. In recent weeks, I have heard word that the town never improved, that it was overrun by a single hag that emerged from nowhere, suspiciously wearing the same necklace as one particular girl.
Sir, we're nearing our destination.
Very good, coachman, thank you. And there goes our lovely sun. And as expected, it seems the usual workers from the town have gone to rest for the day.
Greetings, gentlemen. If you're looking for a ride, I'll be with you shortly.
That will not be necessary. We are expecting your current occupants.
Oh? Well, forgive me for prying, but might I ask why? I only asked because this trip was met with bandits earlier.
It is quite all right, my good man. This meeting was planned, so long as it is Dr. Irna inside.
Correct. It is all right, coachman. Evening, gentlemen.
Greetings, Doctor. Do you have what was required of you?
Indeed. They just need to be prepared for transfer.
Right. See to it, then.
Of course. Need. Was it required of you to be so brazen with your transport?
Considering the fact you brought this individual to us, I'm surprised you care for their well-being.
Their presence here is purely out of obligation and lack of choice in the matter.
Of course. Well, it seems that they are waking up.
I am sorry, friend. I wish that it did not have to come to this, all things considered.
Don't be so apologetic, Doctor. We all know why we are here. We made a deal with the higher being, Lord of the Vidirak and King of the Seething Halls, Upiri. And from what I gather, he is having second thoughts?
No. I stand by my actions and intend to see this until the end. I merely am displeased with the means in which I have reached the end.
Yes, of course, Doctor. We understand. And I'm sure that your prisoner understands, too.
Must you be so smug in your demeanor, leech?
Must you be so foolish with your words, human? Let us begin. Great Lord Upiri, deity of the Seething Halls, we call for your presence. Curtis Irna has retrieved the mortal soul that you have requested.
Curtis Irna, I see that after such years, you have found a soul that will satisfy me, and an incredibly succulent soul at that.
Yes, Lord Upiri. I have delivered to you a suitable soul. But if I may request...
You wish to find another soul?
Yes, Lord Deity.
That was not what we agreed on. The bargain required you to deliver the first suitable soul that you found. I did not offer freedom of choice. Your fates were set this very moment you met this mortal. This impressive soul will aid in healing your grievous burns, and I will accept no other. You feel you are being treated unfairly?
No, Lord.
Perhaps you wish to insult my generosity by defaulting on the deal.
Absolutely not, Lord. I stand by our arrangement. I will not lie. I have had trepidations. However, I will not allow such mortal emotions hinder me from fulfilling my part of the bargain.
Splendid. You have provided an astounding feast for me, and I will not be denied. My children, prepare the sacrifice. Through my power, I will channel the soul of this sacrifice through me. In turn, the skin of Curtis Irna shall be renewed to purity and health.